Hi, welcome back to Just Lala Unfiltered, the podcast. We are now on episode 9. A round of applause for me. And you. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for showing up today, showing up for yourselves. And today we have a wonderful guest and a spicy topic. So today's guest is my own cousin in law. So I'm excited, you guys. I haven't had anyone from that side of the family on, so we're going to talk about some things. And today's topic is fitting. Today's topic actually is about family. When family ain't family no more, okay? When distance, disputes, and communication dies, okay? That's what we're diving into today. So I would like to introduce you to Shayla, my cousin. Hey, Shayla.
Hey,
How you
hi.
feeling today?
I'm fine.
Okay. It's been a long week for me. How was your week?
My week was great. It was wonderful.
That is awesome. Did you do anything fun?
Um, no, not really, because I've been so busy because I just moved and stuff. So I've just been trying to get settled in.
Okay. I love moving. Not really, but I love being in a new space to create. But the process of moving sucks.
It
So
does.
congratulations on your new move. Do you
Thank
love your
you.
new spot?
Yes, I love it. It's better than where I was at.
Are you ready to get into some things today?
Yes, I'm
All
ready.
right, all right. Okay, so you heard today's topic. I want to go into briefly about just how we can reconnect as a family. The holidays are coming up and things that we can do to try to mend fences within family. So I want to talk to you today, Shayla, about your family, our family, and just family in general, and also the family you have created. So first, I would like to kind of dive into how has your family changed? Like for me, I lost my grandmothers on all sides, my dad and my mom's side. So our matriarch has died. So the family connection isn't there anymore. What about you?
I feel like once the grandparents, like the grandmother, pass away, I feel like that will hold the whole. It's like the glue, that, like basically hold the whole family together. And I feel like once she was gone, I just feel like, well, I take that back. Once she had the stroke, I feel like that's when the family just like slowly started tearing apart. And then I feel like when she really passed away, I just feel like the family really went distance and no one is like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, how can I say it? Like everybody is more distance, but I feel like instead, like if a person feels some type of way, I feel like instead of them addressing it and getting over it, I feel like they hold so much grudge in them,
Mm-hmm.
and then it just be like, you know, the only time you would see them is like if someone passed away.
At a funeral, correct. I was going to get into something like that, but I've had experiences with my family, even just minor arguments turn into big disputes, right? So maybe you missed a baby shower, or maybe you couldn't come to a birthday party, or maybe you couldn't make Thanksgiving, and then that becomes this big running topic where someone's feelings is hurt, and everybody's like, "Well, she ain't calling me, I ain't calling her." Well, blah blah blah. But I feel like family can be toxic too. I feel like we should set boundaries as family, and that's okay. You setting boundaries for yourself does should not and make you like the villain of the family if you're protecting your peace. Some people are just bad people, and family can be bad people. But I've had multiple different experiences with toxic family members. How about you?
I had a lot of different type of toxic issues with family and stuff, like a lot of things. Like I don't like if we hang together, we around each other, you get in front of people and try to like I don't like when people try to get in front of people and try to show off. Like
Mm-hmm.
be yourself at all times. You know what I'm saying? Like don't get in front of people to try to show off to make yourself feel like you better than somebody. You know what I'm saying? And that, I don't like that. And I feel like a lot of people do that to try to make themselves feel good. And they don't care about how you feel, so they just,
Mm-hmm.
like they just get in front of people and just do too much. And I just feel like if we family and you feel some type of way, pull me to the side, address me, talk to me.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get in front of people or just like far as getting on social media, making statuses, talking like we all family. Like
Mm-hmm.
say how you feel. But I just feel like, well, my mom's side of the family, I feel like everybody don't know how to have accountability for things. It's like they don't want to own up to nothing. It's like everything just get pushed under the rug and everybody just move on with their life like it's normal. It's not normal.
Yeah.
That's what I don't like. And then my dad's side of the family, what I don't like is it's just too much competition. You know what I'm saying? But I love being around all my cousins because they fun. But it's like a lot of competition going on. And I feel like if we family, what is we in competition for? Like anybody that I'm around, I want to see them do good in life. I want more for them. I'm not like the type of person like, she did. You know, I don't care about that.
So you come from a genuine place and you feel like certain family members are not genuine and they boast and brag for social media rights.
No.
So I've also had things in regards to social media from my own mother. Hey, let's talk about it. She blasts me on social media whenever she gets mad. If you follow her, you know. She will go line by line by line, and I'm every name in the book. But what I've learned, and I learned this from my husband, who happens to be in the studio, yay, to have patience with her. She's dealing with things. She had cancer. She's just dealing with her own things.
Yeah.
Granted, it's a very extremely toxic, hurtful, emotionally draining. We keep it real here on Lala Unfiltered. It's very draining to deal with my mother. But I love her, and I'm just trying to get through it with her. But again, that's one of the main toxic relationships that I deal with in my personal life. Like every day. So I can only imagine a cousin or a distant third cousin or whomever you may see from time to time, birthdays, holidays, and Christmas, right? So imagine you dealing with that toxicity from your own mother who's supposed to lead, guide, nurture, care for you. How are you supposed to learn from someone who can't even treat you with respect, you know? Not to bash you. I love you if you see this, but you know how it is. It's different. So that's why I wanted to engage in this topic with anyone, and especially my cousin, because a lot of people I don't know from your side of the family, and I would love to get to know and embrace. But as we have stated, it's different now. So, you know, we've created our own little family. But have you ever just reached out maybe to a distant cousin or aunt or?
No, not really. Is because I feel like what's the point of you always reaching out or you always being the person that try to make things work with people and they go around and paint bad pictures about you? Like, why do I got to be the nice person all the time to try to be around people who talk crap about me? What for? Like, I'm at that point in my life,
protecting
like,
your peace.
yeah, I don't care. You know, I used to care, but now it's like as I get older, it don't bother me no more. But like, I'm happy that I did come to talk about this is because it needed to be out.
I understand that we all go through things, we all have experiences, but I've had close cousins, close aunts that just, I'm not going to say disrespected me, they just weren't family. You know, they wasn't nurturing, caring, compassionate, empathetic, right? So that's why this subject for me hits home because, again, I deal with it on a day-to-day basis. Not so much so heavy because I have my own little family I created that helps me maneuver through thoughts.
Yes.
I went to therapy. I didn't go to therapy because I personally had a whole bunch of issues, which I did when I went to therapy. But it was because of my mommy and daddy issues. It started from childhood, from parenting, and then I leaned on my cousins as my siblings. They're not my siblings, and they have
showed you that.
Some have shown me, but some has also shown me good things. Like they treat me like their sister. So I've taken the good with the bad because, again, it's definitely not all bad. I have wonderful cousins, wonderful aunts. I have a nice village that I've created that welcomes me. So what I do now is go where I'm celebrated, not tolerated. I go where I'm welcomed with open arms versus people going in the next room whispering, talking about me.
Yeah.
So I made that decision for myself. What have you done to kind of protect your mental health and your space when it comes to dealing with that?
I just learned how to, like, when people show you who they are, you just got to place them in certain places of your, in the area of your life. So, like, if I feel like someone do something I don't like and I told you before about what I don't like and you continue to do it, I just put you in this little area and I deal with you when I want to, because I don't have to put up with it. I'm just at that point, like, because I used to be the type that every time somebody do something, I want to address it or I want to say something or they make me angry or I get mad and I just be lashing out, just trying to get my point across. But as I got older, I just look at it different and I just feel like silence is everything.
Do you have a family member that you did something to that maybe decided they needed space from you?
I feel like I'm very genuine, so I really don't do too much to people. I just feel like people just get mad about stupid things. It be money and all types of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I feel like.
Can you think about a situation with a family member where you should have taken accountability and maybe had that conversation and maybe took the first step to resolve an issue that was minor and became major because so much time went past?
Mm, my one cousin, I felt like it was a I don't know. I had came to her and felt like she was being funny, and I felt like our situation turned into something so big that we had stopped talking for like 5 years, and then we end up making up, but I feel like it ain't the same. I feel like we could have handled that different, but I felt like I'm not gonna say I could have held accountability for it because it was something so simple that I told her I felt like she was being funny acting
Mm-hmm.
or whatever because she was around another family member, but she felt like she wasn't, so she took it and she just stopped talking to me for 5 years.
That's unfortunate. I have a situation, too. I have a lot of situations, as y'all know. But I have a situation with a cousin, one of my cousins that I looked at as a sibling. I was raised with them. I love them dearly still to this day. And we had a situation, and I think that a minor conversation could have fixed it, but so much time passed. I'm at a space where I don't want to go backwards. I just kind of want to move forward. So it's like now I'm in a space where I'm open to rebuilding and reconnecting, but so much time passed. Now, have you ever had like an awkward conversation? You trying to laugh and trying to,
I
how's the
agree.
kids? It just be seeming fake. It's like, it's the elephant in the room. We never addressed it. We probably should so we can move past it. But then I don't want to go backwards either. So I'm in the space of trying to figure out how to move forward with this cousin and any other sibling
It's hard.
person. Yeah, like I don't know what to do. Like maybe I should talk about it to my therapist. I don't know, like how do I move forward because I'm trying. Like I've sent gifts. I've said happy birthday. I've said congratulations on your babies and whatever, right? But the space is still awkward. Like we can't move past it. She's like, I think she reached out. I've reached out, but we just keep missing each other. So it's like, I don't know. And I know things will never be the same because I felt hurt, disrespected. I felt like people were disloyal to me. I took it to the heart because they say don't take things personal, but when it's personal, it's personal. How can you tell me not to take something personal? That's personal to me. So
I think you probably should y'all might have to sit and talk about it to address it to move forward. That's the only way. Because some people be wanting closure to move forward.
but sometimes people just don't like you. And I think that a lot of these people just don't like me. Like, because if you are committed to misunderstanding me, then there is no way we're going to get a resolve. If everything I say to you, you twist it and turn it into something negative, that means you do not like me and you do not want to resolve with me. Because why can we have a mature adult conversation? I've had this with an aunt, with some cousins, whatever. And it's always something negative comes from that. And it's like, that's not the intent of this conversation. And I'm not a negative Nancy. I'm not who I used to be yesterday. I tell people all the time, you need to get to know the new me. I've changed. I'm not who I was 5 minutes ago. 5 minutes ago, I was eating in the car being a fat butt, and 5 minutes before that, I was on a diet. So listen, I change all the time.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like, get to know the new me. Who you remember back then, I'm not her, but I've never been disloyal, dismissive, non-compassionate. I ain't never had those traits. I've always been real, raw, and authentic. If you deal with me, I love you for real. And shout out to a couple of y'all know who I'm talking to when it comes to how the mistreatment and the disrespect. You get what I'm saying? If I'm not being rude or dismissive and disrespectful to you, I don't feel like I earn it in return. And you can't look at my lifestyle and the way me and my husband or the way I do things and assume you know something about me because you don't. If you want to know me as an adult, get to know me as an adult.
Exactly.
I'm not who I was when I was a child. When I was a child, I thought I had childish ways and I thought like a child. Now I'm an adult. I think like an adult and I do grown up things. And I feel like family can have you messed up too.
They will. They will.
Family can piss you off to the point where you want to knock them upside their head. And it gets that bad.
Yeah, family take it to a whole different level and stuff sometimes. And then it get to that point that, you know what I'm saying, y'all can cross them lines that sometimes it ain't no coming back because you family. And that's how I feel about a couple of my family members. Like, it ain't no coming back. I'm good. I ain't messing with them ever again. Because it's just fake. It ain't genuine. And I just feel like if you don't like me, don't be in my presence.
And then we have kids. Like, do you want your kids around people that don't like you?
No.
Like, if you disrespect me, you gonna be nice to my baby? Come on.
No. I just feel like it's not genuine. And I don't want to be bothered with all that. You know? It's like, I don't know. As you get older, it's like as you get older, you don't want to deal with a lot of stuff that's unnecessary. It's like, if we good, we good. Like, that's just that.
I want to make peace, though. I want to be peaceful with well, you can be an ex family member, honestly.
You can want peace, but people don't be wanting. Like, I'm just saying, even if you do get peace with people or whoever, like family members and stuff, I just feel like, is it gonna be genuine? You know, people don't be genuine. You can sit here and make your peace with a person, and then they still got a problem with you.
Yes, I just want to bring back togetherness. If Granny could see us now, she would be so disappointed. She would pull us to the table, make us sit there until we figure it all out.
That's true.
I honestly just feel like a lot of this will be resolved with a hug and a joke. Like, family, y'all had them inside jokes that nobody gets with y'all. Y'all have the moments, everybody with their blankets talking about things. Those are the best moments, and I miss those moments.
But like I said, once the grandparents passed away, it's like the whole family passed away. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be honest. It's because when my grandma was alive, I remember we used to always come over on holidays. We used to have fun. Like, we used to have dance routines, I remember, in her basement. She used to be cooking. It used to be real fun, but it's not like that no more. We barely can get together to do anything as a family. Like, it's always, oh, that's too much money, or it's like, I'm not going over there. It's just it's too much bickering. If we do less bickering and come together as one instead of keep getting into it, things would be okay. But to me, I just feel like it's all about money. That's the whole, yes, I just feel like that's the whole issue with my family. Like, why things the way it is. When it all boils down, it's all about money.
Really?
Yes.
Now, I don't know mine's issue. I think we all need family counseling, okay? They don't really care so much about money. It's just, you said this, she said that, he said, they said this, one said.
He say, she
yes, says it's not, and that's kids. We need to resolve, my cousins, now that we speak and we have our own group chat and things like that, we think differently from the adults. Like, you know how the older ones, they are stuck in their ways, and like my mom, you can't tell her nothing, so she gonna be who she gonna be. But the ones that's willing to change, willing to embrace change, I'm willing to embrace you. So
that's true, because like you said, the older family members, they do be stuck in their ways, and it's sad because then you just teach the younger generation to be like that instead of showing different. And I try to be different.
So I want to challenge you before we close to make amends with someone, a family member that you miss, that you want to talk to, and it's a hard conversation, but you think you'll be welcome with open arms. And I'm going to challenge myself to reach out to a family member to attempt to make amends because the holidays are coming up and just see what happens. Because you can't say it didn't work out if you didn't try to work it out, I think we all have to take some accountability, put one foot forward, and bring it together, unity and togetherness. Is it something else you would like to say on the topic before we close?
No, that's it.
Well, I thank you so much for joining me today. And I want to close out today. I'll be talking to my uncle. Shout out Uncle Richard. He left me with some Bible verses. So I'm going to hit you with one today, okay? We're going to talk about togetherness and how good and pleasant it is when God's people live in unity. And that is Psalms 133:1. So we want to come together for the holidays. And if you have to protect your peace and it's extremely too toxic for you and your kids, your children, then choose family first. Your family, the one you created, not the one you came from, right? But if you could do it all, I encourage you to do it all. I've been now reaching out to my family. I embrace them. I see them. I spend holidays, every Thanksgiving. I go and spend time with my lovely family. So I challenge you to make amends with your family as well. I challenge you to call your mom, call your aunt, call your distant cousin, that distant relative that you were so close with, sharing clothes with. Reach out. And if it's welcomed and embraced, move forward. Life is short. and we need to, try to do better. So thank you for showing up for yourselves. I want to say again, as I always say, where we are here on Lala Unfiltered, we are real, raw, and we are our real, raw, and authentic selves. That's how we show up here. So thank you for healing with me, and we're going to continue to heal on this journey and stay unfiltered. Until next time, thank you. Bye.